myself, I filled it in. No time for that doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Diffuse, mine it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walk the mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for that doubt, they counted me out.
We back. First episode of the new year, 2024. Welcome to In the Red Corner with Tony, Ricky, and Ty, where champions succeed. And that's, you know what I'm saying, we definitely gonna come through and give y'all better, more blessed content this year. We are basically coming into this new year with a better motivation to provide more content and more, you know what I'm saying, different types of categories and things of that nature. So for the first part of this year, we definitely going to try to bring y'all new things. But before I get to that, let me get to my host or whatever. I mean, my co-host, whatever. So go ahead and introduce yourselves, fellas.
Hey, this is Ricky. You can follow me at Ricky912 on IG. Follow In the Red Corner. Let's talk boxing.
Yeah, this is Ty. You can follow me at straight to the point Ty. Let's ready to rumble. Let's go.
Yeah, man. So for this year, we definitely, like I said, we got some surprises for y'all. Today is an awesome show that we have today. But before I get to that show, we just want to shout out Box Water. They sent us a care package today just because we're doing our thing. So Box Water is better. Box Water is even better. Check them out, follow them, get you some Box Water, and hydrate yourselves. So right now, you know what I'm saying, it's the new year, slow content. All we got is what's probably going to happen. We had a fight last night, but we have a bunch of fight dates, for this year, but no real action yet. So we came to y'all with this special show today. So all that we had planned for the show, we're going to throw that away. You know why? Because we got royalty in the building today. So not only is it Coach of the Year, probably the best coach in the game. I called it back in June before that mega fight. But I'd like to introduce you guys to Brian Bomac Mcintyre. Yeah, man. So Bomac, how you feeling today?
I'm good, baby. I'm good. Just relaxing. We call it an active rest day.
Right. Yeah, we all need those. I definitely feel you. So yeah, man. We definitely are glad that you came on the show. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully we get some good some words of wisdom for you and some insights on boxing, from you. Obviously, you the expert, you the dude, who, like I said, I mean, you Coach of the Year. You actually that man right now. So before we get into it, we just want to give you a chance to introduce yourself, to introduce yourself once again, so you can, just let everybody know who you are, if you want to, or, we dive right into it. It's up to you.
Oh, shit, man. Let's dive right into it, man. Everybody know who I am.
All right.
I get you.
Let's get it.
Yeah. So look, though. All right. It's a lot that we could have started off today, but we all thought that one of the most important things that we really liked and felt highly of was the B&B Academy. We thought that was a dope thing that you guys had put together and created, and we just want to know what's the expectations and aspirations for B&B Academy, and how did that all come about?
Well, man, hey, that's a great question, man. You probably the first ones ever really asked about the academy. The academy started, man. It started brewing back in like 2010. When me and Bud was talking about managing fighters and training other fighters. And so we was like, well, it's funny how the name came about because did anybody know what B&B stands for? Anyone of
Uh,
y'all?
yeah, I think it's in the is it Bo and Bud?
Yeah, it's boy and bud.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just sitting there talking, and I said, man, we might as well go and get our own gym, man. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't got to worry about people trying to put us out. You know how people, how gym owners they be wanting to try to dig in your pocket and do all that unnecessary stuff because Bud was a professional and they think he got money and we
Mm-hmm.
winning and all that, but all that takes time to come. So I was like, man, we might as well go and get our own gym and start managing some of these fighters that's coming out of the Golden Gloves because we had some pretty good fighters in Omaha coming out to Golden Gloves. And he was like, man, what we gonna call it? Shit, I was like, shit, pro style boxing or shit, man, let's call it B&B. He like, what's B&B stand for? And he was like, I was like, Bo and Bud. He was like, no, Bud and Bo. No. I was like, no, dude, no. I thought about it. So depending on who you ask, man, you know what I'm saying. Either name could go first. It doesn't make no difference, man. It's both of our dreams to lead the academy to the next level. Try to bring out many champions as we can, and to just put that gym there for our community. And that's not only boxing that we have in the building. We got wrestling. Um, they have they working on like a stop bullying program. They got the so-called days where they bring the kids in and work on different life set skills. Uh, I don't know if y'all know my other fighter, Steve Nelson.
Yeah.
He's like 168 pounder. He a contender.
Yeah.
And he's our CEO, and that's Bud's best friend, and he's like my son, and he's very educated and he's very articulate with his with his skills, and he could just do it by anything he set his mind to. So we figured he'd probably be the best ones to lead the academy to the next level. And since Steve came on, and the academy has been going great. I mean, just doing really great, and it's got to a point to where I don't have to worry about it no more. I could be out of town for 2 months, 3 months, and don't have to worry about the gym. Of course, I still got my eyes on it as far as the security system. I'll check in, see who's going in and out the gym, and who's signing in, who's signing out, and just things of that nature, just like a owner would do. So, but man, I'm proud of the gym, and it's world renowned, and I mean people know about the gym all over the world, and the gym just made his own character of itself.
Mm. So it's hey Bomac, is everybody knocking down the door now, trying to get into the gym, trying to get a part of the
Man,
B&B Academy?
man, I tell you, brother, it usually is. It was like a couple years back, man. It was like after Bud fought, the gym would be packed for like 3 or 4 days. But now the gym is packed every single day, man. We probably host somewhere between 60 and 70 kids a day, and
Jeez.
that's with the wrestling side too. It could be they can easily get 40, 50 kids in there in that little space over there, and then we got the bigger space, and it could be 40, 50 kids in at any given day, Monday through Thursday or Monday through Friday. I mean, the gym is packed, man. I mean, super packed every day.
So y'all pack all the time. So do you plan on making like another gym or anything, or?
Well, if y'all ever seen that, like the mayor after Bud beat Spence, they had a victory parade for Bud. The city did, and the mayor gave the gym a piece of land next to the gym, right behind the gym, and that's pretty big. And so, now we campaigning to go into to get us a new building. probably 3 or 4 times big as the one that we got now. So that's what the plans are right now.
Man, that's amazing, man. We hope definitely you guys succeed in that, keep growing. And man, that's awesome, but most importantly, like you said, like, getting them kids in there every day, that's awesome. And that's what, champions and, great coaches bring. Now we got that out the way. We're gonna get into what everybody want to get into. You know what it is. The Spence Crawford fight. It was kind of split before the fight. It was like the casual fans was Spence too big. He gonna do whatever it is, whatever. But I noticed that a lot of actual real boxers was actually on Crawford's side. So I just want to know, what were you feeling, and what did you see going into the fight where you were confident that you guys was gonna take it?
Man, I just seen like, I have been watching Spence for years and years and years, and amateurs going into the pros. A good trainer, a good coach, or a good manager, he'll watch, the next level of the stock of kids coming out the Olympics, and he'll keep an eye on them and see how they doing. And Spence was one of the guys that I kept an eye on him, and just that whole class right there. And he was the one that was supposed to be promising to win the gold medal. So, of course, I watched him. And so when they came out after the Olympics, he was the one that they made a lot of noise about. And that he was going to be the next champion. He was going to be the next champion. And so as he got further in his career, I seen a path where we was going to have to cross paths with him one day. So I paid a little bit more attention to him. Not just only me, everybody in the camp did. Especially when we got done with 140, when we came undisputed at 140. It was a thing that, okay, they say he the best. All right, we're gonna go get him and show the world he ain't the best. We the best, because of the simple fact that, man, that's how that's the mentality that Bud has. That, okay, y'all think he the best? I'm gonna show y'all he ain't the best. I'm the best. I don't give a damn about how small I am. I'm gonna show you I'm the best. And so, mentally, physically, we paid attention to him, and when the time come, and it was a no-brainer for us. You know what I'm saying? It was a no-brainer, and they kept running and doing everything they can do to either make the fight bigger or give him time to get bigger or whatever the case got to be. But what they messed up at is, they let Bud grow into the weight at 147. You know what I'm saying? Because when he conquered one, junior welterweight, he really wasn't a 47 pounder. But we had accomplished everything there. So what's the next best thing to do is just go up and conquer that weight. And so as they kept running and kept doing what they were supposed to do, they let Bud mentally grow, then physically grow. And then that just gave me and my staff time just to figure him out, And so when we was going into the fight, that's why I was just telling everybody, listen, it's not going to go with the way y'all think it's going to go. This is what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I kept telling everybody that. The reason why I kept telling him that, because I kept seeing he never changed as a fighter as far as going into the amateurs, going into the pros. His fight style stayed the same. His mentality stayed the same. And then when I finally seen him in person, like really in person, like seen him get ready to get down, I just knew it wasn't a match. If you really hit me in the corner, I told Buddy, this motherfucker too slow for you, bro. Counter his ass. Counter that shit over top. And yeah, I see what happened, And so his whole fight style is the same style he had when he was an amateur. The lunging, the slapping with the right hand, the try to bully him with the just he'll throw two jabs. He'll throw a long jab. He'll throw a short jab. The short jab is long jab is to get the measuring you. The short jab is to get him closer to you so he can put his body up against you so he can throw his body shots. You know, he could fight going north and south, but he really couldn't fight going east and west, man. You know what I'm saying? And so he had to lay his body up on you to try to get his shots off. And one thing that we did was what we do. We controlled the distance and we controlled the pace. So
Exactly.
that was easy. It was easy, man. I promise you it was easy as shit.
So, hey, Bomac, so now that you know what you know now and, you know, a possible rematch coming up, how would you train for a rematch, knowing all that you know now? Because you sound like you have them well studied. So how would you prepare Bud now for the rematch?
Well, see, I want to be open as possible to you and your panel and your guests and everything. But I ain't gonna tell you that.
I don't blame you.
You can't blame me for asking.
I ain't gonna tell you that. Because
talking about the
the
Spence fight.
next
Talking about
time
Spence
it's
fight, let's talk
gonna
about
be
that jab.
worse.
That
Say
jab.
again?
What about the jab you had?
Perfect. That's the distance. That's the distance that we controlled, man. That's how we took away his jab. You know what I'm saying? And I know if we could take away that jab that he got, 'cause that's the only really good thing he got, and the body shots. But if he can't get to the body, if he can't get to you, he can't throw the body shot. If he do, he gonna open himself up. His legs gonna spread, his punches gonna be wide, and he opened himself up for counter. And that's exactly what he did. He opened himself up. So, you know.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. So on our show, we definitely had awards, and we basically had y'all basically getting the triple crown. We basically you guys won the fight of the year, coach of the year, and fight of the year. Now on some of the other publications, they had y'all think what's the kid from China or whatever. They had him. It was kind of split. So, what do you think about that?
You know, man. If I was just a casual boxing fan and I really didn't know too much about boxing, and if I'm on the outside looking in, I probably would have gave in Inoue or whatever his name is. I probably would have gave him the fighter of the year. You know what I'm saying? Because he fought two times. He unified and then he turned around and he got undisputed. But me as a hardcore boxing fan and seeing what Bud did to Spence, and not just only what he did, but how he did it in the fashion. And then second is he beat a top 5 pound for pound fighter, and that trumps over everything. And everybody say Bud only fought once this year, but he actually fought twice in a year's time. And second is in whatever his name is, you
In
don't
new way.
in new way whatever you don't know. I've never heard of none of his opponents that he fought, man, except one that the brother that he stopped the brother. But the other two that he fought, I know shit about them. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
And not to knock him because it ain't his fault. You know what I'm saying? Those was just the opponents that was there for him to accomplish what he wanted to accomplish. But those opponents didn't make no noise in the boxing world. You know, people didn't know about them. I don't know about them. You know what I'm saying? I listen and study and watch boxing almost every day. But for how Bud did Spence and the way he did it and the fashion he did it and pound for pound number 5, man, please. Hey, that's an all time great, man. You know what I'm saying? That's an all time great. You can't take nothing away from that.
Exactly. And so, you know, being coach of the year and also just being undefeated coach of the year, how does it feel to you know, get that? And you know, how does it feel just to be like that? Because I'm pretty sure you felt like you was like that, forever. But how does it feel that the world now sees you as coach of the year?
Man, I look at it like this, brother, and I promise you this, man. All the accolades is good, and I loving it, and the world's finally seeing that what we do over at B&B, you know, is something good. It's something. It means something to the world. We're an asset to the boxing community. But at the end of the day, man, it's all about the fighters, man. It ain't about me. It ain't about the assistant coaches. It ain't about the cut guy, nothing like that. It's about the fighters, because them the ones in there putting their life on the line.
Exactly.
Of course, we got to get up there. We got to get there, be in the gym with them, training, and much sacrifices that we make too. For our families and all that. But without the fighters, man, hey, I wouldn't be nothing. Without Terrence or Steven or Jamel or Hooker or Eubanks or Keyshawn, his brother. Without them guys, I wouldn't be nothing. I'd just be another cat in the gym, man, trying to make a great amateur, trying to get amateur champions, or try to get champions, amateur gold medalists, trying to make them see the path. You know what I'm saying? So it's good and fine and dandy, and I love it. But, man, it's about the fighters, man. I promise you that, brother.
I'm happy you said that because you have a advanced knowledge, I would say. So what would you say will makes when you see it will make a champion? What will make a champion fighter? Like what attributes or what would you see to be like, yeah, that kid right there would be a champion? Someone that is an amateur trying to get out the pros. Like, yeah, that guy
Man,
right there gonna
hey,
be a champion.
he gotta have it, man. He gotta have that it factor. You know what I'm saying? He gotta have that it factor. He gotta want to learn. He gotta want to, he gotta want to put the time in. He want to put the extra time in. He gotta want to sacrifice. Uh, you know, they say hard work beat talent any day, and it does, man. It does,
Yep.
man. I just seen guys with lesser talent beat the brakes off of some cats, man, that come in there slick, nice, good jab, everything, you know what I'm saying? But then as soon as it went upside his head, he started backpedaling, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then that slipping, counter and all that shit ain't working because he on top of your head. Man, you gotta want it. You gotta have it, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have it. And you might get one or two of them in a generation that walks through your gym, because everybody ain't fit the box, brother.
No, that's true.
Well, one of the people in here have a question for you. I also had the same question. How did you get Eubanks ready in such short time?
How did you get Eubanks ready so tight in such short time before the fight? I can see the question on here. Listen,
Okay.
man. Listen. Eubanks was a good amateur. I think he won the runner up at the National Golden Gloves or something, and then boxing is in his blood, and he's been around boxing all his life, right? So, when I sat down there and interviewed with him and his team, that's one thing I took in consideration. And then I watched the fight. With his last fight was, I just seen some mistakes that he was making, and in that little short bit of 5 weeks that we had together, you just try to make him, don't try to change his style. You just try to, make him fix his mistakes. One, he like to carry his hands. Two, you like to sit on the ropes. You want to sit on the ropes and then try to bob and weave with your hands down. You can't do shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially not with those top guys, because some guys know how to, some guys know how to slow you down on the ropes, slow you and stab you on the ropes, and or
Yeah.
punch with you. You know what I'm saying? So you can't do that. Don't hang out on the ropes. If you need to take a breather, take a walk and take a breather. It's just the small things that he just need to be reminded of, because he already knows it. And then just try to get him in the best shape as possible, man. Bring the best out of him. And then, for one, not being his friend, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to do a job, partner. And listen, bro, we all got to be on the same page in order for it to work. And we always on the same page in order for it to work. And that's how that happened.
Yeah, I noticed that the fighters you train, they don't get tired. I noticed
No,
they well conditioned in them rings.
Yeah, man. That's the most important thing because you can't ask somebody to do something if he ain't fit to do it. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't fit to do it, so not only just do we put the the time in the gym, but we put the time on the road, in the swimming pool, in the mountains, on the track, everything, man. You got to be able to do it. You got to be able to push these cats, man. In order for it to work.
Mm. So how can I say how since you have a lot of fighters, a lot of top fighters, I want to say. So how is camp like going in between these fighters? When you're training and working with them, how are you come in even headed, or you change your style for each fighter that you know come across?
No, well, see, like now, like we in camp for Keyshawn Davis for his Pedraza fight, and
Oh
we
yeah, yeah.
five 5 weeks out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he's a top priority right now, right? And so I got another two kids that's fighting a week before him on the zone the zone that Red Owl show, something like that. And so they 6 rounders. And so I just let them train right along with Keyshawn and let them see you know how hard he works and what he got coming up next. What's the stake for him? And I did the same thing when Keyshawn was starting, 3-0, 4-0 with Bud. Let them train together, man. Let them see what's at stake, and if he keep winning, what's the reward on it. So I bring those guys in together. Now, if there's another top guy in the gym at the same time, and he's a little bit further down the line, I bring him in a little later on, maybe an hour and a half after Keyshawn come in, because when he comes in, Keyshawn should be finishing right up. You know what I'm saying? So it won't be no overlap. We won't overlap too much. Maybe 30 minutes is the most, but uh, have him come in on the tail end of a finished workout with 2, 3 other guys. It only works because it's multiple coaches, man. It's me, Red, Saul. We got Bernie sometimes come in. Keyshawn have a right hand man called Rondell, was a great young fella coming up, man. I can't say nothing but good things about him. He's a student of the game. I trust him. They train together at home. And shit, I'm trying to push fighters over there to him. So, so he can get the accolades too. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it works, man. That's all it is.
Okay, I'm talking about your fighters. I'm coming up for 2024. What fighter you have in your camp that you got going to show off in 2024 besides Keyshawn and Bud?
I got. I'm looking for Chris Eubanks to fight for a title this year. I think he's number 1 or number 2 in one of them sanctioned bodies. I think they working on something over there overseas. Um, I got this other kid, man. Nobody really heard about him. Some of them heard about him, but his name is Lester Martinez, man. He's from Guatemala, and man, that boy bad as shit, boy. I tell you, 168 pounds, he bad as shit, man. He got a couple amateur world championships. Man, 168 pounds. I'm looking for Steve Nelson to make a little bit of noise this year too. He should be in the title eliminator his next fight. Um, we just got some new kids, man. Coming up, man, is that I'm excited about to push them out there so the world can see it. These next 2 kids I got fighting February 2nd on the zone is Adele Gomez and Jose Camacho. Jose Camacho, that's a little tough 122 pounder, man. That's all that little dude know how to do is fight. And then Adele, he's 175 pounds, so he's a little bit more. He's a little bit more. He don't have the skills as some of the light heavyweights, but he's a hard nosed Mexican man that loves to fucking fight. and that's what I love about him. He loves a fucking fight. And then we got this other kid, man. I think he about to sign with Floyd. His name is Charles Harris Jr. We call him Lolo. He fought on that last Showtime card. Real slick kid, man. Real slick kid, young kid too. Uh, Sometimes he's Keyshawn's chief sparring partner, and little dude, little slick little dude, man. Nice, real nice, man. So that's what I'm probably looking at this year.
Okay, okay. We definitely, if you can, if we can, get them to come up on the show too, so we can shine
Yeah,
some light on them, so
yeah,
we can
yeah.
shine a
No
light on
problem, man.
on some of those fighters.
Nope.
The person that's inspired to be a trainer or to be somewhat of you. What would you say will contributed to your road to success as a trainer, as a coach?
Just the love for the sport, man. You know what I'm saying? Just the love for the sport. Staying in the gym every day, going to the gym the days that don't feel like it. You know, just being a role model for the kids, man. For the kids, and just let them know that you're dedicated to the gym and getting them better. And when they see it, man, they'll latch on. Then you guys will develop a relationship, and then just start talking to that kid about getting to the next level. And as he getting to the next level, you as a trainer getting to the next level too. You know what I'm saying? So, don't nothing come overnight, man. If you come overnight, it ain't gonna last long. So you just gotta work hard for it and stay dedicated to the craft and stay dedicated to the sport. Because what you put in the sport is what you're gonna get out.
Exactly.
A quick question. What motivates you? What motivated you to become who you became? What motivates you?
Oh man, it's God gifted, man. God gave me the talent to to love the sport and try to understand the sport every day that I do it, and just try to be a good trainer for the fighters, man. A good trainer for the fighters. When they see you sacrifice and do the things that you do to try to get them to the next level, man. I mean, it's easy. It's easy. It make the relationship between fighter and trainer better. It make the relationship between the fighter and the family better. And once they start trusting in you as a trainer and as a leader, uh, it, things will get easy. It'll get easy. It'd be easy in the gym. It'd be easy to ask guys to do stuff. And then when you try to push them, man, you ain't gonna get that feedback you'll get from a guy been in the gym for 6 months and like, damn, why you gotta train this motherfucker hard? Man, that's all he fucking do. Crying, yelling at us, and pushing us. It'd be easier because they know what the remedy is. They know how to get to the next level. They trust in you to get them to the next level. So that's what motivates me, man. Just making young fellas and young ladies come through them gym doors, man. And when they shine, I smile. It's because I know I did my job.
Exactly. No, that's good. Curious about, you've been in boxing, for a long time. What's something about the sport that's no longer there that you wish could come back?
Man, I wish them days that when Marvis Hagler and Ray Leonard and Holyfield and uh, Holyfield was fighting James Toney. James Toney was fighting whoever he was fighting, going up weight, coming back down. Roy Jones going up to heavyweight, coming back down to light heavyweight to fight Tarver. Sugar Ray Leonard fought fought Marvis Hagler, Tommy Hitman's Hearns, Duran. I wish those days was there, man. Without the bickering going back and forth, man. You know what I'm saying? They
Exactly.
want to
Yeah.
fight each other outside the ring. Trainers getting into it. No, we don't need all that shit, man. It's about the sport. They love doing the sport. They rewarded gratefully when they win and when they do it and they put their lives on the line. it's enough money and there's enough fame, there's enough rings out there, enough arenas out there for fighters to get that done, man. I wish that would come back, man. You know what I'm saying? I hate that all that bickering going back and forth and all this. I did it. I did it. You know what I'm saying? All the shit talking and all this. And I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson, man. All that you don't got to do all. You got to do all that shit talking, man. You just let your work speak for itself. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Question for you. I know you're a chess player. I also know that Bud's a chess player. Who usually wins between y'all two?
Oh man, Bud, man. Shit. It's hard to beat that dude, man. It's hard to beat that dude in chess, man. He good. He good. So most of the time he win. If we play 5 times, he'll win maybe once. He'll win probably 4 times. If I win, I catch him on coming down the stairs for breakfast in the morning, and be sitting at the table, be look at him like, "You want this work?" Catch you when he wake up first thing in the morning, but most of the time he win.
Yeah, we had a question in the chat. Who was your favorite fighter growing up?
Marvin Hagler, man. Marvis
Well,
is a no joke, man. He come forward to come get you. Came to get the job done. Marvin's one of them dudes, man. He brought his lunch pail. He brought his lunch pail to the ring because he was going in there for work.
Is he? Would you say he's number one on your? Because before, like a show before this one, we had our top Mount Rushmore. We did an interview. We had to put our Mount Rushmore fighters. He's your number one.
I back in the days, this is my number one. Back in the
Who
days,
who who would be on your Mount Rushmore now currently?
Bud Crawford. Uh, let me see. James Toney, Roy Jones, and um,
You go.
Azuma
You go.
Azuma
I go.
Nelson.
Zooming Nelson. Okay, it looked like you was had a tied decision on that one.
With that last one,
Yeah, with the last
yeah.
one, like you was in between two fighters on that one.
No, I want to think of some great fighters. When I look at great fighters, I look at them inside the ring and outside the ring. How they carry themselves, what they do for the community, what they do for the boxing world. That's how I look at great fighters, man.
And there's also another question that somebody want to ask. I know you see it.
Oh, that I would love to train.
Yeah.
No. To me, any fighter come to me is gonna be great, man, because I believe in the ability what my team can do.
Okay. So I just want to change the show just a little bit. Just get your opinion on some current fights that will be coming up. What do you think about the rumor of Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou? How do you feel about those type of fight that fight right there?
I think, be honest with you, man, I think they're trying to take advantage of the dude. You know what I'm saying? He just got very limited boxing skills. I mean, he did great with Yusuf. I mean, with Tyson Fury. But now they're throwing him in there with Anthony Joshua. I think they just try to take advantage of you and try to get as much as they can out of you. If they was really rooting for the young fella, they'll put him in there, get him some wins, and coach him and coach him along and make him better so the fight can be a little bit more competitive on paper. It might be competitive when he get in there because he can punch, but to try to take advantage of him when he only got one professional boxing fight. Yes, he got MMA fight, but that's different. But that's how I look at it, man.
Yeah, I think my opinion, I think he skipped some steps.
Yeah,
Because I did see that he was ranked, and that kind of blew my mind. It's like how all of a sudden he get ranked for one fight.
right, right. It's the money behind it, brother. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's the money behind it.
Exactly. How do you feel about Deontay and he got an upcoming fight against Zalil Zane. Honestly, I haven't heard about him, but based on Deontay's last performance, how do you feel about him getting back in the ring?
I think Deontay just needs to take it back to the beginning where he was when he was dangerous. Put the pieces back around him that was around him, or if not the same pieces, just try to get something similar similar to where he was at. Obviously he still loved the sport because he got him another fight coming up right away. So and I commend him for that. To want to step back in there because he must feel like he could have done better or he could have won that fight. So I don't knock him. I don't knock him one bit, and I wish the best for him.
Exactly. Ty, what's your take on Wilder? Or did you have
Wilder,
another take?
I agree with Bomac. I think he should go back to how he was in the beginning because when he was like what they said when he was dangerous. Because now I know he still loved boxing, but I don't know what happened in between that time.
Yeah, sometimes it happens to fighters like that, man. You know what I'm saying? They get beat a couple times, and you might lose the love for the sport. But if they still want to do it, man, I suggest just going back to the drawing board, man. Just go back to the drawing board and figure out what you can do better as a fighter to get over that hump.
Exactly.
Um,
So go ahead, Ty. I'm sorry.
So what do you think about the Ryan Garcia and Rolly situation?
You know what? I think that's gonna be a good. I think Ryan gonna dominate the fight, but that's a good fun fight for us to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So both of them is comical. You know what I'm saying? They don't lack words. That's one thing about it. They don't lack words, and they both love the fight. But I'll give the edge to Ryan Garcia, man, just because he's just a little bit put together more, as far as fundamentally, than Rolly.
Yeah, in my opinion, I would go with Rolly, because Rolly's strength. Rolly, I get what you're saying. Ryan got I do give you that he does have more fundamentally sound, but Rolly do got some strength on him that I don't know. We'll see if Ryan can take. He has that punch resistance for it.
Well, I wish the best for him. Wish the best, and I hope they do great numbers. And I'm sure they will. All the shit talking that's gonna go on between them. I'm sure they're gonna do great numbers, and plus Ryan is, Ryan is Ryan, who he is. So good for him.
This another question. I know that Bud had to vacate one of his belts. How do you feel about today's belt system?
Like I said before, man, I wish we could go back to when it was in like the '80s and the '90s. You had to fight for those belts, man.
Mm-hmm.
And not them just giving it to you.
Exactly.
But I look at it like this, man. When these sanctioning bodies start just handing out belts like that, the way they've been doing in the last couple years, to me, I'm always say this, brother. It's about the money. If these guys is doing great numbers, the sanction body always get their percentage of when you fight, because you got to pay to be the champion, regardless. You ain't no way around it. You got to pay if they work out a deal with you or not. You got to pay, and so when they give these guys these belts, to me, this is my opinion. I just look at it as like, okay, we give him this belt, he fight two, three times next year. That's almost close to, let's say, almost $1 million for the sanctioning body,
Mm-hmm.
and what they can do with that money, and how they can push their whatever they're trying to push and try to get other champions. That's how I look at it. That's why I say I wish we can go back to, you know, this champion fighting that champion. You want my belt, you better come take it. I'm the
Exactly. Yeah.
champion. I won this belt. I fought for this belt. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I was a champion, now I'm getting elevated to super champion. It's nice and great, but in reality, does that sit well with you as a fighter?
Nah,
I didn't fight
not at
for the
all.
belt, but I'm a champion now. That wouldn't sit well with me. But people are different. You know, this world is different now. It's different from the 80s and the 90s.
Okay.
I agree.
Chad?
And I agree with what he said, but a quick question. So I know you got Bud fighting Spence coming up. Hopefully, who do you think Bud should fight next after that?
You know what, man? That's left up to Bud, man, because the fact that I mean, he didn't accomplish everything that he wanted to accomplish. He didn't beat everybody that they put in front of him. He didn't, shut all doubters up and made believers into believers. So, and then plus Bud on the backside of his career, he has nothing left to prove. So whatever Bud want to do, I'm gonna ride with it. You know what I'm saying? Because the fact that is, man, I've been with this dude before he's been born. I done seen him grind up and grind and grind and grind and grind and sacrifice and go through all the bullshit that he had to go through to get to where he at now. That man deserved to go out the way he want to go out to fight whoever he want to fight next. If they don't like it, they don't got to get their ass up on the chopping block because I tell you what, he will win.
Yeah, exactly. So they I know they had, it's just a whole bunch of talk who to fight next, this and the third. Um but him going up to 168 or whatever weight class to fight Canelo, that could that be something? Could that be a thing?
Yeah,
That could
I
like
think
a
he could.
possibility?
It could be a possibility, man. Bud walks around, close to that way anyway, and obviously he sees something in Canelo where he think he can beat him, and he trusts in his team and he trusts in himself to where if he do step in that ring, he gonna get the job done, and he gonna trust in his team to show him or tell him to coach him along through the fight to get the job done. So again, I'm a ride with him on it. As much as he like challenges, I like challenges too. And I done beat a whole bunch of coaches, but I don't got Eddie Reynoso on that record yet.
That's good, yeah. So I know we have Keyshawn got his fight coming up against Jose Pedraza.
Yeah.
So, I know that's going to be an eventful fight. Keyshawn definitely going to get the W. Um, after that fight, who did you were saying earlier? Earlier you said you was also training with? Did you have another fight up after that? Someone? Is it one of the
Uh,
other people?
Let me see who else coming in camp. Um, Troy Isley about to report in camp here in a couple weeks, so he gonna be looking to make some noise. So I forgot about Troy. He gonna be looking to make some noise. I think he gonna be fighting in March 2nd, like a month after Keyshawn. Um, that's as far as I can think out right now, man. That's I got the
Still too early.
yeah. This I got the my folder in front of me.
Okay.
So Keyshawn gonna win this fight easily. So, who do you want from him next after this fight?
Man. Well, I just had to sit down with Keyshawn, and I like to have a title eliminator next, man. Get our hands on one of those titles, man. Since those titles are vacant now, so I like to use the title, get a title eliminator, and then we can knock somebody off towards the end of the year for that title, man. It'd be great for Keyshawn. It'd be great for the team. And it'd be great for his promotional company too to lock one of those belts up.
So I seen I know that you were saying earlier about having that it factor. I'm pretty sure we can all see the it factor that you seen in Bud. But what made you see the it factor in Keyshawn as well?
He just got dog in him, man. Keyshawn got dog in him, man. You know what I'm saying? He a good kid outside the ring, but as soon as he step in that ring, man, oh my God, he turns it on. He's a different person, man. He's just like it's like I was saying about Bud one time. There's sometimes I gotta step outside the corner and sit on the sidelines and watch him fight and watch him spar because I turn into a fan and not the trainer because he's so elusive in the ring and his mind is great. And one thing about Keyshawn, he listens. He listens, man. He listens, and that's great. I love when fighters listen. It make the fight easier for them because just not only he out there fighting. Shit, I tell him, man. I tell him. I mean, I'm not in there. I mean, the trainer's not in there, but shit, we gonna beat this bitch together, partner. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that I'm watching what he doing great, the opponent's doing great, and let's break his ass down. You know, and it will never be nothing that we never worked on in the gym. So when I do tell him something with a fighter in the cup in the corner, that's because we worked on it day in and day out, day in and day out. We've been working on it so much they get tired of hearing it. They'll work on it and they sleep. You know what I'm saying? So that when I sell them, we gonna beat this motherfucker together. That's because we're gonna break him down because we've already seen him. We've seen what he do, seen what he do good, seen what he do bad, and we're gonna look good doing it. Real simple. How
No,
I
I
tell the
see.
fighters, how I tell the fighters all the time. It's simple, son. It's real simple. You ain't gotta do it.
So,
Yeah.
as you know, you've been a trainer for a long time. What would you say would be the best thing to train on in the gym? Like the number one thing that you put on all the fighters.
Fundamentals. Fundamentals, man. Fundamentals gonna carry you to a world championship. It's just the 101 boxing, I call it. Keeping your hands up, man. Controlling your distance, the jab, the right hand, you know, periodically, systematically breaking your opponent down. And the things
Mm,
you got to do to break them down. Stab to the body. Not all jabs got to go to the head. Jab is shoulder. Jab is muscle. You know what I'm saying? Uh, throw the right hand, throw the left hook to the shoulder. Get close to him and put your head in his shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Grab his elbow and pull him away that you wanted to pull him. That's the little small fundamentals on the inside. Fundamentals on the outside. That's the small stuff is what's going to carry you, man. And then you start winning and doing, you can start looking pretty after that. I don't care about that because we got the fight in the bag and shit. But just keep your heads up and stay disciplined.
so, Bud is able to fight on both sides and make it look good and effortless. Is that something that you put on him in the beginning, or that's something that just came about?
No, man, Bud, he started switching on his own back when he was a kid. Uh, and then one of the trainers, the head trainer, when he was a kid, used to get on him, switch back, switch back. You gotta, you gotta be good at this side first, orthodox before you switch to that side. And so, and he'll listen sometimes he didn't, but he just feel it and he'll go on that side whenever he feel fit to do it. And as a trainer, and we've been doing it for so long as a trainer, you just coach him along through it, man. Coach him along through it. And it's good too, man. It's good that he does that. You know why? Because as a trainer, you get to see different stuff from a top level fighter like that. And so when fighters do come in the gym, you can be able to show them and tell them and stuff from the southpaw or the orthodox way. And remember this: I don't know who's listening out there. If any trainers are listening out there, you can learn from fighters.
Mm.
You can learn from fighters. You can take something that you learn from a fighter and show the next fighter. They'll think you're the best trainer in the world. But them not knowing, you learn it from other fighters, man. Because we not in there fighting no more. So what I do is I use the instinct of a fighter to listen, and I listen to them because they know what they can do. They know what they can do. They know what sometimes they can't do. So you kind of encourage them a little bit, or just sit back and just listen to them, and then you put that in your bank as a trainer, and then you move along to other fighters and be like, okay, yeah, let's try this, let's try that. And I do that with fighters too. Like, they might say, "Oh, coach, man, I don't know." I said, "Well, let's work on it just in case we got to cash that check one day and use it."
Yeah, exactly.
So, and it's not new. It's not new to them in the corner if I ask them to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. All right, brothers, I gotta go. It's almost been an hour.
All right, man.
Okay.
All right. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate the ward. One of the coaches is around here somewhere, man. I think he upstairs. This is Sunday, so it's kind of our day off. But thank y'all, man.
I appreciate you.
Success with y'all show. I'll come on anytime. Anytime you want me to bring a fighter on, I'll bring a fighter on. Matter of fact, I'll bring Keyshawn on right before his fight, maybe a week or so before his fight.
Okay.
Man, help y'all channel out, man. I'll bring some prospects on. Shit, man. Whenever y'all need something, man, give me a call, man. Just tell the guy that was hitting me up, tell him to hit me up. Just stay on my ass, and I'll do it.
I got you.
That's time right there. He'll get on you.
All right, man.
All right, thank you, man.
Right. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Well, like this, well, we already is coming up to an hour. Want to thank everybody for viewing. If you was tuning in, I'm pretty sure you learned a lot. You got a trainer view perspective on how he look at his fighters, what he sees in the ring, what he sees out the ring. You know what I'm saying? His thought process. I'm hoping everybody just had a learning experience with our special guest. Ty, would you like to add anything?
That was a great interview. Best trainer out there. Got him on here. Great show. So
look, we need everybody to, follow, the Refuse to Lose Network. Follow In the Red Corner. Again, you can follow me at Ricky91210. Want to thank everybody for viewing. And, we said that we was going to bring in the year with something big. And, so happened we came in with the world champions, trainer. And, got to pick his brain a little bit. And, I want to just thank everybody for viewing. Ty, you want to add, end the remarks to the people?
Premiere.
You can follow me at Straight to the Point Ty. Make sure you stay up and watch the next shows, because you heard what Bomac said. We'll get some more prospects on here, and we're going to get Keyshawn right before his fight. So make sure you stay tuned.
Oh yeah. Clip this up. Bomac, we gonna hold you to it, Bomac, because we need everybody, because you got the future of boxing in your hand, in my opinion. So we gonna hold you to that. So we gonna need, if we can, get some people on the show and keep this going. Want to thank everybody for watching. The show. It's In the Red Corner. Y'all have a good one.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.